everybody, this is Chuck. Yeah, I thought it was time for another Screwy Tuesday. It's been a while. As I always say, I appreciate you stopping by the channel. This video is basically for your entertainment. Not going to show you how to build anything, and it could probably be even, I don't know if there'll be any machining. But it's mostly an update of various items that have taken place here in the shop, and I think you'll find some interest there. I'm going to show you some various products, and I think it'll be good. So hang in there, and we'll get this show on the road. Again, thanks for stopping by. Well, let's start here with this guy. It's a V-block, as you can well see, and it's 6 inches by 6 inches by 4 inches tall. Nice scale, huh? Just got this the other day in black. Beauty. Hey, so it was on Craigslist or Facebook, I can't remember which. $35. $35. It weighs 30 pounds. So I don't think you can buy the material for $35. And there's no way you're going to machine it hourly wise to build this thing. So of course I couldn't get there fast enough. Well, it doesn't have a hold down, so I fooled around in Fusion and I drew up a hold down for the unit and then 3D printed it. And I really like the looks of it. I think the size is good. All in all, it's a good design. I'm happy with it. So I picked up 2 blocks of steel the other day for free, and guess what was in here? There it is. That guy was in the hiding in that other piece of steel. So I basically copied my design. I had a great time doing it, and it's a very nice unit. Just made one. One was enough, but it took me about a half a day fooling around. Got to use the bandsaw to hack the most of the material out. Bandsawed it. Used my belt grinder, my knife grinder. Used my surface grinder, and of course the vertical mill. So just had to share that with you, and we'll move on to the next item. So you know the old saying, work smarter and not harder. So I'm going to show you some stuff that's sitting on my iPad rather than trying to move photos and videos and files across over to the production video. This is kind of the way Tangent Jim does it, and we're going to talk about some of his product here in the video. But just for anybody local in Northern California, this coming Saturday, there's a meet and greet up in Benicia. Hope to see you there. It's a little shot at work. You can see a house in the background, or getting close to sheetrock on that. And here we're building a new building pad for another house, 5,000 square foot, single story. My good friend Andy mentioned this product to me the other day when I saw him. And so I thought I'd share it with you. I would suggest going ahead and go to their website and take a look, see what you think. This was another product that Andy suggested that I look into, so I thought I would share that with you also. Hey, the Seagull worked out for my friend. You know me, the Seagull. I scored this bike for free from my neighbor, for my good friend from back in the high school days. So he came up the other day and picked it up. It's only got 600 miles on it, but it's been sitting for a long time. Anybody need a snug? I posted this on Instagram the other day. My assortment of snugs, and they never seem to fit anything. You probably have the same situation. I was trying to put the other end on this guy, couldn't find it, and ended up buying one off of eBay for like $13. Not eBay, off of Amazon. So I'm going to let this video play in the background. Hole cutter. It's supposed to look like this. And I snapped the end off of it. And I show you here in the mill putting a new stem on it. And here is my new stem that I put on it. And the set screw actually locks the pilot drill in. The pilot drill has a flat on it. So it was a fun little project and repair. How I managed to do that is this piece of aluminum. I had it in the lathe, and I was using this tool to take out that centerpiece. Stupid Charlie here. I thought this was only a 1/4 inch thick, and of course these won't go that deep. So I had turned it around, it came from the other side, and still wasn't deep enough. And you can see the little piece there. Well, ended up I drove that saw in deeper, hence I snapped the end off it, right off of it. So ended up I had to use a tree panning tool. Is that the proper word? To get the rest of that out of there. And here shows me tapping the it's a number 508 thread. Was I saying that backwards? But I had the metric screw and everything to do that. And then to cut the hex, the 3-sided hex on it, here's a picture just showing that I'm using the rose index. Made it real simple. Here's a little video of it. It's kind of fun. So I had a block of aluminum on the back side that was drilled so that the pilot drill right there, right? The pilot drill has to bury into something, and then another block of aluminum in the back side, so that way when I milled the flats, I could actually mill right into the aluminum and get to the end of the part. And real simple, use the rose index square, turn it, boom, turn it, boom, and I've got a repaired tool. So that was a fun fix for making a good mistake. So this is the piece of aluminum when I had not gone all the way through, and just showing you the hole cutter where I cut it on both sides. And here I've already repaired the tool, and just showing off my work there. Like I said, it was a lot of fun. Okay, nothing to do with the shop here. This is my grandson, number 85. He's a sophomore, catching the ball. And I got another one for you. Okay, he's number 85. Where is he? I think he's there on there he goes, way over here. Nice catch. Cranking down the sidelines, and but he did step out of bounds right where the referee is there. And this is a same one. This might be the same one. Yeah, proud of my boy. And then this one is the touchdown. Here he is right here. Jumps up, gets the ball, breaks the tackle, and scores. I think I got one more showing it at slow-mo. Yeah, there it is. There he is there. Got to press play. Come on, Charlie, press play. What kind of wind it back. He's 16 years old, 6'4", weighs about 220. jumps up to get the ball. Past that guy and runs away from the defense. Me and my finger playing with it. Now this is a product from Tangent Gym called this Chuckmate, and they're super if you have a situation like this, a bolt where you want to have it concentric, but you're not going to have to hang onto the head. So it's really a slick little tool. And here I'm going to show you opening it up. Drop it, of course, but it's got nice build, nice strong magnets that hold it onto the chuck, and slides right in, and boom. Really, really a nice product. Here I'm showing you a modification to a pair of vice grips. These have quite a large opening, which they're really, really handy, but they're aggressive. Look at the teeth on that. Well, I put some copper jaws in it, and I can't tell you how many times those copper jaws has saved me on grabbing something that I don't want to mar up and need to get it unloosened. Great pliers for both when you got to grab something meaty and really bite on it, and or with the copper jaws added to it. Real simple install, and they work great. It's kind of a ox tool idea that I kind of copied, of course. So Locathor sent me another jump unit. This is a jump starter, a battery tester, and a battery charger. I've played around with it, and I'm really impressed with the unit. Great quality. Of course, it has a flashlight in it also. Here I'm using it to charge a battery. It shows you what the voltage is going in and the percentage of the charge, and charging just under 6 amps. Really a nice unit. This was that aluminum piece that I broke the tool on, but this was prepping it. And I just wanted to show you, this was a tool that Randy Richards sent me years ago. So they're an actual milling cutter that he put on so you could use it in the lathe. One's for facing and one's for turning. They work like a champ. And there I'm just cutting on aluminum, which is way simple for this tool. This was a quick lunch. I got to share it with you. It was shrimp, garlic shrimp and salad, and then some garlic bread. And these are gin fizzes. And we hadn't had them in years. We used to have them at the lake every morning, the weekends mornings before or after we skied. So it was very much a fun morning that day, my wife and I. It's a poor photo of the plaque, but as you can see, I got inducted into the San Mateo County Peninsula Sports Hall of Fame for my running when I was in high school. It only took 50 years to get inducted. It's the same Hall of Fame that's got Tom Brady and Barry Bonds and anybody else from the San Mateo County coaches, male, female, the whole aspect. So I was very lucky and proud to be elected into the Hall of Fame there. Since it's in my iPad here, a couple of pictures of my wife and I. I don't know that we're married yet, maybe, but this is back when we're maybe 20. Same thing years later. Hey, I had actually had hair there. This is another Tangent Jim item. He calls it the multi-directional indicator. So I'm just showing you a couple stills of it. As you can see, it's got a knob on the bottom, and you can loosen the indicator, and you can spin the indicator for either concentric on a part, the face of the chuck, or a part, and also you can go back towards the tailstock. Really, really a nice unit. I actually, when Jim had showed it, of course, I went and made one immediately, right? And I was using this. It's too big for my Monarch, but it'll work in my Closet now. And this guy that Jim sent me will work just fantastic in the Monarch 10EE. Oh, a little more of my cooking. So, friend of the family, about 45 minutes away, works at a Chinese restaurant or some sort of restaurant, and this was the pulley out of their slicing machine. And you can see there's a sleeve in there now. Well, that pulley was totally waddled out, and we got to talk about that crack. It's a 14 millimeter shaft, and I couldn't find a pulley with a 14 millimeter shaft that would meet the exact same. So I bored it out, and I put a sleeve in it, but it also had a metric key. So you can see I have a two-sided key there. One side is metric, and the other side is, I think it's an 1/8 inch or 3/16, so that they could reuse the key. The crack is because of Charlie. I went in with too much interference, and so it snapped it right there. So I put another set screw. Of course, I moved the keyway around the other side and repaired my mistake. Another picture of it. There's the picture of the double key. Now this is a video of a recent amount of tools that I picked up. Basically traded my labor for it, and got a lot of unique things that I didn't have. So I was really, really excited about it. Mirrors, diamond laps. I have a set of those, but those fill in for it. Knurls. Live center, just all sorts of materials and tooling that I was really, really happy to get. Blade mic, another inside mic, some spanner wrenches, some can twists. You'll see the collection of tweezers that I got. There's the blade mic. Just all sorts of stuff. And I got a couple of nice scales, 24-inch scales, just spanking brand new. Look at those things. Oh, and there's my black scale. So really happy about that. That worked out, worth my time to get this various materials. Just a quick shot at a family dinner. I forget what this was for. My son Thomas, my daughter Melissa, my grandson Brady, my son-in-law Josh, my wife, my granddaughter Brooke. They're twins, and some fat bastard there in the front. Old guy. Oh, came across another shot of my grandson after he received a ball. quick shot. This is the backyard. This was grass at one time. The grass was dead, and it was just all dirt. And my wife says, just concrete it. And I said, if we concrete it, I'm just going to bring home more stuff. And so no. My daughter had some of this grass here left over from her yard, about an 8 by 12 piece. So I told the guy, yeah, go ahead and get more, and we'll put it in here. Well, it turns out we used that 8 by 12 at the other end of the yard, and then I told the guy, well, hell, if we're doing this, let's put in a putting green, and it turned out just really nice. That's my wife and I. That's the grass at the other side, and there's Howie. Old Howie's almost 13, and I got to tell you, he's really hurting. Hips are going. He can only walk maybe a half a mile, and he's exhausted. Just another shot of that back on the other side of the yard. Here's a little shot of me and Howie on our morning walk. I just love the long shadows early in the morning. This is the shop where I got all those items, helping this fella. It was his stepfather. The place was packed, just packed with items. And so I was just taking a walk around and taking a video, trying to understand everything that was there to help him. There's a mill he's going to sell. There's a Alliant mill, good shape. There's a Sheldon lathe. The toolboxes here were just loaded with stuff. If there was one of something, there was 10 of them. Anvil. There's a vise. There's a baby bullet. Just drills on drills and drill press. And then the beautiful Gerstner box that's, of course, full. You see all the collets. Nice stand there. And then the lathe was what was it? A Sheldon lathe. All this stuff is pretty much still for sale. But it's interesting when you walk into something like that. Just because it came up, I got to share it with you. Lamb chops, the ones that look like little porterhouse steaks. Try this recipe. 2 tablespoons of minced rosemary, 3 cloves of garlic pressed, a half cup of Dijon mustard, and 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. You make that sauce up. You season your chops, you put it on the chops on both sides, and you cook it in the oven at 450 for 25 minutes, and you'll love me. So I think I shared with you that I got 2 10EE lathes, and taking the lathes for free. One of the lathes was on this trailer, and the guy said, "You take the lathe, you take the trailer, it's yours." So put new boards in it and painted it, and it was really set up for hauling like a tractor. So when the tilt bed was all the way up, you still had about 1.5 inches to try to get over. So here I'm cutting off that piece with my plasma, so that way when the trailer is tilted up, there's only maybe a 1/4 inch jump that you got to get up onto the boards. So this was an item I've got over here I was going to show you, but heck, I already got it filmed. I saw this on Instagram. Somebody had machined one, and I 3D printed it instead. And basically, you can slide it back into the bore of your lathe, and now you have an adjustable stop that sits back within, as you can see, within your jaws. So it slides back as far as you need it, and then you can tighten your jaws down onto a piece, and you have a flat surface to reference something against. Really nice. That was the picture that I kind of copied that I seen what somebody had machined. The 3D printing, it's so simple. I 3D print all the time. Do any prototypes first. There's the trailer after it was all painted up, and added a toolbox on the front. I also added a receiver so I can actually plug a winch right into that. So I showed you Tangent Jim's chuck mates. As soon as I saw them, of course, I had to go make my own, and I made them smaller, so they're not as deep. His are an inch deep. These are much shallower, but you can see how it can hold a bolt that you typically wouldn't be able to hold and be concentric like that. And of course, I 3D printed prior to machining. And here they're on the surface grinder getting finished. And some machine shots here. This is how I had it set up so I could cut the angle to match the vise jaw. Another picture of it in the vise in the mill. And another shot of it. It was a fun little project. And then I could just slice them off. So I've got more that I'll probably share with my buddies. So here's an interesting video. I have a mag drill to a angle plate that's clamped to the welding table. And then I have a rigid pipe holder holding the exhaust. And I have a jack underneath that. And then this hand truck there holding up the other side of it. And it was interesting setup to get it done, and it worked really well. I love kind of trying to figure out this type of stuff. And there's the piece we got out of there. So it was a good setup, and I'm going to stop the video when we get back over to that cart. I'm going to take the lazy way out here and talk about this cart over here. Oh, there's Howie. So, let's see. Oh, just showing you the back of my trailer in the same video. And there's the winch that I added to it also. And I'm talking about the back where I cut it. So let me wind back to right there. This guy. So I bought this. It's a hand truck. I actually have another one that goes up 5 foot tall and lifts 800 pounds, and it's just been the greatest thing I've ever had in my shop. This unit goes 3 foot tall, maybe 42 inches. It'll lift almost 400 pounds, and the most unique thing about it, it's collapsible. So the whole thing folds up right here in line. The arms come up and the wheels. It's just a great unit, and you can store it. The reason I bought it was for the fact that if I was going to jump in the truck and go someplace and I needed to pick something up heavy and get it up to the tailgate height, this whole unit weighs 100 pounds. I can pick up 100 pounds, almost. Old man. But I can get this in the truck, yes, and have it. So it wasn't that expensive either. I can't recall. And I purchased the one that had the front wheels are casters, so it swivels also. Been planning on trying to do a video on it. I paid for it. It wasn't something, promotional item given to me, but really a nice addition to the shop. Well, when I see something, I copy it. And this is a Tom Lipton copy. My horizontal bandsaw. I had made this stop a long time ago, and this plate was threaded so that I could, have a balance in the jaw so that it would hold square on small parts. And Tom showed this, and I went, oh, that's fantastic, because it'll slide in and out and then lock down. And where this was a 1/2 inch 13, and you're there all day moving the thing a couple of inches. This, you just lift it up, slide it in, lock it down, tighten it. So that was another fun build. If I see it, I got to build it. this is the last item I wanted to show you, and we'll finish up this video. And I hope you've been enjoying it. Looks like my battery's going to run out too. I got these, and I don't know where I got them, but on this surface plate, this is within under a tenth. I mean, excuse me, under a thou. It's only a couple tenths out of parallel with the surface plate. And I don't know where I got these. Somebody drilled it so it fits this 3/4 inch shaft, and then you can see how they set it up. And then there's a counterbore down here, and I don't know why those counterbores are there. And when I first matched them up, I went, well, heck, who machined these? They're not machine perfect. But I guess that wasn't the idea. It was for this shaft and the second shaft. Anybody got an idea what these things are for? Put it in the comments for me. Nice brackets. All right, well, thanks again for sticking with me. I hope you made it to the end here. And another Screwy Tuesday is put in the can.